Dennis and Ann Van Hove's evolution from sweet potato test plot to national chain supplier has proven a rewarding, if not easy, 13-year journey of discovery.
And there's been a few times it's been pretty challenging. You know, it's a new crop and not a lot of advice out there.
Seeking a non-saturated market alternative to a declining tobacco industry suitable for their sandy-soiled Potters Road area, the Van Hoves were attracted to sweet potatoes' potential.
Well, they're loaded with vitamin A. Great for, they say it's great for eyesight, but great for overall health.
We figured, well, if we can market it, we'll figure out how to grow it. Well, it's been a challenge. It's been a real challenge to figure out how to grow it, and marketing it is a job in itself as well. That's another whole ball
of wax. Yeah.
Sweet potatoes are members of the morning glory, not potato family, growing on herbaceous vines developed from slips, essentially stems with a few leaves transplanted at the end of May or early in June.
Climate is right, or the temperatures are right. I mean, it establishes itself very quickly. If our soil, or we run into cool or cold weather, they don't do well at all. They basically just sit there. Some of them don't survive.
The Van Hoves employ a peak combination of up to 40 area and offshore workers for planting, crop maintenance, and harvest.
And not necessarily always just for us. They work with us. I mean, we're out in the fields with our people. I mean, it's the quality that we're trying to achieve is a hands-on, and the communication with your people that you're working with is definitely, if you can work with them, goes a long ways.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Harvest begins midway through September, running for a month against similar ground temperature concerns. Sweet potatoes are a delicate, labor-intensive crop and must be handled with care to preserve marketability. As complicated as the growth process is, where science meets art to maintain optimal condition through curing, skin conditioning, and storing for up to 6 months is even more critical.
My nephew always says to us, I mean, growing the field is the easy part. As soon as we put it in storage, we start to worry. You know, that's when things can go wrong. That's when you have to really be on top of it. You kind of get a feeling that things are very good or maybe not so good, you know. And we've been in both scenarios several times. Better be careful. I say I'll have a sweet potato that I can't store, but it's come a long ways from when we started.
Product emerges for washing, grading into number 1s, jumbos, smalls, and seconds, and drying and bagging inside a multi-purpose 21,000 square foot facility.
It all comes down to quality. I'm not saying there's not room for improvement. There always is.
Yeah, there always is.
But we've come up with a product now that seems to be very
it's well received by the public. By the chains.
I don't think a person ever stops learning. It doesn't
Never.
matter what business or crop or whatever you're in. I mean, you have to continue to learn or push to move ahead, or otherwise it seems like you get left behind a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the scenario that we're at. I mean, we're just trying to grow a crop and make a living here, and we really strive hard to
achieve that.
To put that product out there that will sell. We
Mm-hmm.
don't ship out of Canada, but they do go across Canada.
Dennis credits working with family, his father and grandfather, and their daughters Ainsley and Allegra, and nephew Brandon Vanapole, who has bought into the business as crucial to both success and satisfaction.
It's nice to work with family. It's nice to know that you know, there's something special about when we have a problem, we all have a problem. When things are good, it's good for everybody, kind of, and it's been good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change it. I mean, I'm glad we did what we did.
Well, family, determination, and how do you say a lot of thought in one word?
I mean, we're lucky. We worked hard at it, and we worked as a family. I guess it'd probably be the 3 points that I'd bring out the most.
Overcoming obstacles has definitely contributed to the couple's sense of achievement.
The whole thing is rewarding, you know, because it's been a self-taught thing, and you know, it's kind of one of those things, if you don't try, you don't know, so you keep trying different things. But I don't know, I would say rewarding. You take a chance, you expand, you grow more, you update your equipment, you expand your markets. And when you're successful with that, I find that rewarding.
Pretty happy with where we're at, and I guess somewhat we're proud of what we have done. It's been a real family effort, and we're pretty pleased that it's coming around for us.
In conclusion, they thoroughly appreciate their Chamber Award.
It's a real honor that there's other people in the community recognize that what we've done here. You know what I mean? Between growing a new crop, employing people, putting up a new structure, so on and so forth. I mean, it's nice that to be recognized for it. It really is.
For sure.
It really is.